Hello, assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome back to a new tutorial. And in this tutorial I will tell you about Hackintosh, and I have not made a new YouTube tutorial from a long time on Hackintosh. So in this tutorial I will tell you about the 3 top Hackintosh tools, and it includes a variety of things in it, like they are for multitask. So let's start with our third programs, or the third grade programs. I will not call them third grades, but on a third level programs. So the basics are Kext Utility and Kext Wizard. So if you're using Elcapitan and you are on Elcapitan, not on Yosemite, it's compatible on Yosemite, Mavericks, and Elcapitan, but it is specifically compatible on. So let's add our code. So this is Kext Utility. I will add the link to this software in the description below, so you can download it. So what it does is it detects your OS, it detects your motherboard configuration, it adds some boot flags in it to make your system work at optimized performance. It also detects your system CPU, your RAMs and CPU functions, and lots of other things. It fixes the permissions of your system, and it rebuilds your cache. It also rebuilds your cache, and it's kind of remake your permissions to work with your Hackintosh. It makes your OS X permissions work. It also edits your NVRAM. NVRAM is the basic RAM. It's the most fundamental thing the Clover uses and OS X combinedly use to understand what's going in the background of a hardware level. For example, if your systems get suddenly shut down and turn it on, the Mac almost preserves everything you have turned on your screen. For example, if you have open couple of applications, they will be shut down, but they won't get interrupted. For example, if you are on a PDF file on the page 90 and your system just suddenly shut down, and if you just turn it on, it will be on the page 90. And if your volume settings, if you shut down with volume at top, and if you restart your computer, the volume will be on the top, not on the bottom, not in the center. So that's how this works. And if you got a problem with your audio, for example, you turned off your system, and when you turn it on, if your volume is on the middle level, on the high level, that means your NVRAM is not working properly. So this is Kext Utility. You can call it the most basic or fundamental Hackintosh software for your OS X to work properly. After this, and remember it, this Kext Utility can also install your Kext to your system's extensions file in your library. For example, if you want to install a Kext for example, I made a video on Apple Intel HD 4600 fix, and if you want to install these 4 or these 3 Kexts in your OS X, and what you have to do, you have to copy them, go to OS X, go to systems, then go to library, and then go to extension, and then you have to open terminal and rebuild your cache and permissions, and go to Kext utility to rebuild your permissions. But if you're using this software, it can just solve all of the problem. You have to just grab and drop these files on this, and then you have to enter your password, and that's it. So it's a really good software and a really optimizer for your Hackintosh. And I don't mean to degrade a software or their makers, but I have to just give them a level of help they provide to you. So Kext Utility lies on the 3rd level, and it's really nice app. Thanks to their makers for our help and to let us accomplish our Hackintosh. And then came the Kext Wizard, and the backdrop of this software is it's not compatible with Elcapitan right now, but it works with Yosemite, Mavericks, and the previous one. Same, it helps you build cache and repair permissions as the Kext Utility does. Then you can install Kext, same as Kext Utility. You can unpack some of the Kext and make them Kext path. It's another thing. Then you can say a unique function of Kext Wizard is that it lets you know which of the softwares are loaded, which of the extensions are loaded by your Hackintosh. This can be checked from here as well, system repo, and then you can go down here and open extensions, and then you can zoom in it. Come on, boy. And you can see how much difference is it. Like, it's not about loading, it's the OS X has to check each and every Kext that which one is working, which one is not, and then it gives you a list of loaded yes or no, and these are the loaded Kext. A lot of them are loaded every time we turn on. So here is a list of unloaded and loaded Kext. Well, loaded means the ones which are running right now, and you can what you can do is you can select a Kext and force load them. For example, if you go a Kext and which is not loaded directly by OS X, you can just force load it. But to force load a Kext, there are some limitations. You must have to enable all of the Kext on which it depends. So, but it is a really good function. Sometimes I check if my HDMI Kext is loaded. Like right now, it's not loaded. It's called HDMI audio. It's not loaded because I have not connected an HDMI display right now. But you can check USB, Ethernet, and it's connected. And my wireless card is RT2872870. Yeah, you can check. So right now you can just check your real NAC driver RT280 wireless drivers are working. So it's a really nice function software to check which of your drivers are working and which of the drivers are not working or not loaded. So you have to just get out of the headache. After this, on the second level, I ranked Multibeast and Uni Beast. Multibeast is a really nice software. I don't want to degrade Multibeast makers. They are Tony Mac, and he's a great guy. All of their team is really great. They have helped me a lot to make Hackintosh compatible, and to be honest, they are like the best when it comes to make Hackintosh softwares and help other people to make their Hackintosh and let them accomplish their Hackintosh. Multibeast come in around lots of versions. It came from Mountain Lion, then Lion, and then came in Mavericks, Yosemite, Elcapitan. They got versions in Yosemite, and in 7.2, 7.1 is Yosemite, and 8.0 is Multibeast, Elcapitan. It's a really great software. So let me check if I got Elcapitan model. So this one is Elcapitan, and it's quite limited because Elcapitan does not work so well with Multibeast. But if you can, if I can find my Multibeast 7.3, yeah, if I can find 7.2. So right now you can see if you get as your OS X version, you get a couple of more functions in Multibeast. This one is Yosemite one, this one is Elcapitan one. So you can check a lot of Kexts are given by them. They not only enable you to install Kext, but they also provide you lots of Kext. And 95% of Hackintosh users use Multibeast to install their sound drivers and their Ethernet drivers, because it's really easy to find a Multibeast program, and they have almost listed many of sound drivers from ranging ALC 269 to 1150. They are really great when it comes to Yosemite, but they are now limited, quite limited when it comes to Elcapitan. They are limited to Ethernet network drivers, some of the miscellaneous drivers, then disk drivers, and then audio drivers. They have just like lose some of their position, but in previous versions they got really lots of drivers for them. It's not about losing your position, but it's my mistake. It means some of the things are changed in Elcapitan, and they does not work the same way they used to work on the previous OS. So that's why they have just removed the couple of softwares or part of the software, just small the size, because they don't work on Elcapitan that way. And then you can see, let's take Multibeast in detail. And there are three basic setups. One is Easy Beast, which means if you're using uh, Chameleon bootloader, not a Clover one, and you can just add some basic uh, standard versions or standard configuration for your Hackintosh. Then there is a user DSDT. You can just add your DSDT file and it will configure that way. DSDT free, you go a couple of options. Then came in drivers, they give you audio one, disk one, graphics, Intel patch, miscellaneous one, fake SMCs and other network ones, and system. Bootloader, they allow you to install Chimera v4.0.1, and they allow you to customize your DSDT and your boot up configurations. For example, right now you can see here it's written 3.7 gigahertz. It's iMac 2.7. You can just change your system definitions from here. iMac, which one, 4.1, 4.2, Mac Mini, Mac Pro. It allows you to add some of your CPU's patches. It allows you to fix some of your graphics errors and allow you some display options. It also allows you to PCI root ID disk, some most common. Then they provide you some of the themes. Then they allow you to build. Build means they will install the software, the Kext, directly into OS X system library extension folder, and they will rebuild your permissions and it will rebuild your cache as well. So it does almost the same end part as Kext Utility or Kext Wizard. Then came the Unibeast. Unibeast is best when it comes to make drivers, when it comes to make OS X installer, and there is a competitor to Unibeast as well, which is Clover OS X installer. And if you open it, so this is Unibeast, one of the most renowned OS X installer, USB installer maker, and this is Clover OS X Elcapitan. So what it does, it got two options. One is create USB, which is pre-Clover, or you can say pre-boot, and then one option is post-boot. Post-boot allows to customize or optimize your OS X to work it perfectly without a USB drive, and pre is to make a USB drive installer to install OS X on your system. In Unibeast, you can get a lot of function. It asks you about a lot of things. Oh, and it says I have not attached a USB and it crashed. All right, just tell you it is really nice function software. It allows you at the same OS X with Clover as well, not only with Chimera or Chameleon. It allows you to install OS X with Clover, and this one is obviously it's Clover, and it only allows you to install OS X with Clover. So this is the one which are the installer maker, the USB installer maker. They are not the post-install softwares, so we'll not talk about them a lot. Then we came to our best software, which I think is best among Hackintosh softwares, and it is really nice. It gives you a lot of functions, and I don't make a comparison. I'm not degrading Multibeast makers or their creation, but this software is, you can say, combination of Multibeast, combination of Kext Utility, and combination of lots of Kext softwares, patches, tools, and let's see, like it got almost everything you need to get your Hackintosh best optimization and get your Hackintosh working. It includes Bluetooth drivers, it includes Wi-Fi drivers, it includes keyboard, LAN, it includes even touchpad drivers, and it can lots of fixes, Intel HD fix, and many other things. It also includes Chameleon installer, Clover installer. It got optional install drive options, like it got even the Clover EFI drivers. The EFI drivers are the basic drivers which load with Clover and with the BIOS, or you can say UEFI. So it's like a hell of softwares are collected in this single piece of software. So let's start you can say a walkthrough through this software. So on the top of the list, it's Chameleon, install Chameleon and option modules, kernel patch. So it's one to help you get out of the kernel pack error. Now you can see the functions which are available in Vietnam Hackintosh tool is great. They are like many options. So the top one is kernel patcher, which will allow you to get rid of your kernel panic error if you get. Then you got HD resolution patch. So you can see down here it's 1366 by 768, and then you can see like how much they had tried to help you out. Lots of HD 44, 46, mobile desktop, and then desktop. And this one is for Chameleon, and you can see then they also give you the system definition options, and in system definition there are so much they have did. And let me show you one more thing, which is NVIDIA is equals to DRV. They just allow you to like help. They also help you out from your booting option, not only the post OS X. Post means when the OS X turns on. They also help you to configure your OS X before it's just turned on. So then they allow you to install Clover UEFI, and then again with some options, or at the driver level, at the BIOS or UEFI level. Then in here they allow you to add so much help. So this is some of the patch for system there, and it's a system definition kind of thing. If you close this, then you get to SSDT. They also allow you to generate auto-generated SSD, a custom one if you want to, and a drop OEM to prevent any error at the boot level. Then they allow you to add graphics options. You can see it's hell of the options they have provided from Intel HD 3000, and previous one they had help you out to get like, look at this, it's HD Gen 1. This one is for those who are using Intel HD of the first generation. Then HD 3000, 3000, 3000, 4000, then 4600 and 4400 comes in this 4000 series. 4400 and 4600 mobile. I used to get a lot of error in this thing when I was using a 4400 Intel HD, and this one works pretty nice. Then they allow you to give HD 5000, and then inject EDID, kernel lab pick, boot flags. Boot flags can manually be added using Clover configurator, but still I told you that they even provide that option to directly add boot flags from here. So you can read it's NVIDIA DR is equals to 1. Enable graphics with NVIDIA. So you can use these options to understand what the boot flags does or do. And you can see they have also explained each and every single thing they have given to you. And then Hex Patches. I use this one. This helps a lot, and you can see how much options they have provided you. Disable EEC memory and Bluetooth command wake up glitch on second stage 10.10. This is when the OS X boot up, and at the time of adding the password or login time, glitches starts work happening. So you can just use glitch second stage. Non-Intel USB 3.0, Intel USB 3.0 error after sleep. And this one is for Broadcom Handsoff patch for 10.10.2 and over. You can see, and this is one of the most common error in OS X in HD 4609 MB frame buffer, and if you are using Intel HD 4400, it will give you an error of 6 MB of memory. So you can just get it done by just a click and just a click. So it's a great help. It's a lot of thing they have done for you. Then we go close this, and then we come in the Kext patch level. Kext, now they have provided you with system Kext fake SMCs, and they got like many more functions than Multibeast. Like they have allowed you to install about 100 more Kext, 100 more flags, 100 more options than Multibeast, Kext Utility, or Kext Wizard, or any other software which is available for your Hackintosh. CPU power management, you can see how much detailed work they had did. Battery, network, and right now I'm using when I came to Elcapitan, I got an error with my RT2870 wireless card. Before that, I was using a beer extended software to install to work with my with my wireless card. On Elcapitan, that software stopped working without reason. It does not even start. So then I use this software to install media, tech, and USB, which is a Kext and preference panel for USB adapter using OR-length, which I previously showed you, and it comes really decent right here. And you can see I'm using network with it, and you can just shift from 2.4 gigahertz to 5 gigahertz really easily, and it also gives you the options. So then it also gives you Bluetooth options. If you close it, graphics options, a lot of graphics options, sound option, and Codec Commander is a software or a Kext which helps you to get your audio back after sleep. Laptop, Apple HDA, and trackpad and keyboard, drives, trim sport, USB 3.0 fix. I use this one, and other fixes, and then the main tools which are not available on any other software as a combination. XtraFinder is a really great app if you're used to using Windows shortcuts. Darwin dumper and Kext Utility. You can get Kext Utility from Vietnam Tools. So if someone is thinking if they have to download that software separately, you can get Kext Utility out of Vietnam Tool. You can get Kext Wizard out of Vietnam Tool. You can get HWmonitor out of Kext Vietnam Tool. You can get Clover Configurator out of Vietnam Tool. You can get Chameleon Wizard out of Vietnam Tool. So it's really great software. Got almost everything in it. SSDT generator from Vietnam Tool. So I think I should tell about. So I was thinking that I should tell people about a software which is not real much known to everyone. Most of the people use Multibeast, and they usually ask me for the links of the files. For example, if I in videos I work with Kext Wizard, so they ask me for the link. They are also ask link for Clover and Kext Utility. So the first thing for everyone is to download, install Hackintosh Vietnam Tool, and you will get about 90% of your problem solved. And then you can continue optimizing your Hackintosh to the best level. So that's all I want to say in this video, in this tutorial. And thanks a lot for watching. If you're still watching the video, if you have not turned off your, or you have just changed the video, and I really appreciate if you subscribe and give a thumbs up. It helps me understand if I'm doing the video at my best level. I was quite busy in the previous days, so I have not made any more tutorials about Hackintosh, but I'm really happy about the views and subscribers I'm getting and the questions people ask. I really appreciate if you ask questions, and sometimes I'm quite busy with my university, so I reply kind of late, so forgive me for that. And thanks again for watching. So till then, till the next video, take care. Allah Hafiz.